tomatoes and a salad.
How about green beans?
No green beans.
How about lamb?
No
hog, dog?
No lamb.
Can you name it?
I hate you right now.
Hello, cruel, cruel world. It is us, the team ICBIMC, your host, Alex, for episode 6 of I Can't Believe It's More Content.
Yeah.
Yes, we are back again. And we have here our lovely co-host, the Jerry Curl Sprouting.
Jerry Curl Sprouting.
The polka dot wearing, McDonald's repping, all black, no yellow, Afro Thunder, Jamie Pinero.
Why, hello there, everybody. It's me, Jamie P. What's up?
Good old JJ.
Good old JJ.
He's back on his jet plane, ready to take
JJ
off.
the jet plane, that is me.
It's ready to take off. Did you ever have like a personal connection with that plane?
No.
No?
No, I did not.
With JJ?
JJ the jet.
What,
JJ the jet plane.
what about JJ Abrams?
JJ. No.
No?
No. Just JJ or JP or Jerp. That's my initials. JRP.
Did anybody ever call you Agent J?
No, but you could start that if you want to.
Agent J.
Agent J.
Agent J. I like that.
It's all yours, buddy. It's all yours.
That'll be your next role.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be Agent J, but like, because I really don't see me doing all that action-packed shit. Like just the comedic, like.
It could be like a Bollywood musical with you.
No, Bollywood musical.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing
You could be busting
against Bollywood. It's just
You could be busting aliens, and all of a sudden you just
break into a dance.
Do a dance. You know, turn the light bulbs, and then you just blow off alien's head, and then you get the guy.
I actually do see myself in like an agent film. But you know,
Really?
Yeah, but like just me being comedic. Like
Like,
me trying to slide in cars and stuff like that and like missing.
Like a Rock Kevin Hart type of dynamic, or
Thinking, dot. Sure.
like I'm the serious one, you're the funny one. You're like flailing around like, oh my god, I'm on fire!
That's our life now.
And I just like kick you on the floor and tell you to stop, drop, and roll, damn it. You're like, ah!
I'll just keep running.
30-degree burns! And you're like doing the
30-degree
thing.
burns.
Ah! Just rolling and doing the thing.
And then I
I
just
could
find
see
a
that.
lake to jump in.
I could definitely see that happening. You know,
Me too.
I think you have.
We could create that ourselves.
We could.
But no real fire, please.
You gotta fake it, like the dude who.
Fake it till I make it.
You gotta just. That's all that it's about, man. It's like the guy who threw his phone after the audition. It's like,
He
why
did
don't
not
you
fake
just
that.
fake it out? Just fake it out. You know.
Yep.
You don't have to just light yourself on fire. That's dedication to the role. I'll tell you that much. I don't know why I don't have good enough connection for Instagram.
Timber!
A man just dropped the fuck out of his phone. Excuse me.
Stop burping.
I'm sorry, I'm having Red Bull.
Oh, that works.
I'm drinking no rum with a little bit of Red Bull. Are you still on?
Yes, it is.
Cool. Alright, so the last time we were here, I believe we were in the midst of celebrating Thanksgiving, right? Oh, we were talking about it?
We were talking about it, yeah.
Anything fun? Anything interesting about your
I had a stomach
trip
virus.
to Lancaster?
I had a stomach virus on Thanksgiving yet again.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
I don't know.
You need like serious
Life
Pepto-Bismol, Alka-Seltzer.
Life doesn't like the fact that, you know, Thanksgiving comes around and it just doesn't want me to appreciate it in its entirety.
Jesus just does not want you to live your best life.
No, but I still ate anyway.
It is a problem.
Didn't give two shits.
You gave many shits.
Pun intended.
I'm sure you gave many shits after that. Wow. Damn, so you just kind of like powered through that.
Of course I did.
Oh.
Who's going to stop me? My stomach?
Just like bringing the plate to the toilet.
Right. Like I was able to eat, so.
Darlene's just like, are you okay in there? We going out?
My mom was like, "You have to go to the hospital." I'm
Really?
like, "I'm fine. I'm fine."
She said you need to go to the hospital?
Yeah. I didn't go, but, I was fine after a while. Took some probiotics, and then after that, everything was fine. Still ate my food, though.
Uh-huh. Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, compared to that, my Thanksgiving was very tame. I was with here with my parents while I made dinner, and we sat around a table, like really like seancey, and we watched Black Dynamite.
Chicken or turkey?
Ham. Good ham.
No chicken or turkey?
No.
Just ham?
Yeah. My mom makes really good ham. I
Not
would rather
even
that.
pernil?
I'd rather that. She made pernil like the day after.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the only one cooking, so I mean, she made a lot of shit though. She made the arroz con gandules. She made ham. She made macaroni salad. She made
Do you have any more?
sweet potato pie rice
in
pudding.
December.
Sweet potato pie rice pudding.
Oh, nice.
Some other stuff I can't remember, but I felt like it was a lot, especially for one person. I was like, damn, threw down. You know.
My mom made pernil, turkey.
This is not working.
Southern baked macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
String bean casserole.
Okay.
She did sweet potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Salad. Arroz con gandules.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 types of stuffing.
It was just your mom that cooked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, her friends came and, they brought pie. In a second, he asked what's the difference between Afro-Latino and Latino.
I mean, we'll get to that. I mean, I don't identify as Afro-Latino.
But I do.
Jamie does.
Basically, it's just skin color.
Yeah. Personally, I mean, it's a sensitive subject, but I feel like it's just segregating the people more.
Right.
Latinos are already segregated enough from the American people. Mm-hmm. So yeah. We'll get a little bit more on topic about that, especially since the new news of new Marvel cinematic movies coming out for different ethnicities, and we have the Marvel Avengers 2 trailer that came out. So we'll talk about that later.
Avengers 4, you mean?
Yeah.
You said 2.
The Avengers 4, huh?
You said Avengers 2.
Well, I mean the Infinity War 2, quote
Okay.
unquote. It's it's called Endgame,
There's
but
a difference.
I call it just Infinity War 2, since that's pretty much what it is, right?
I heard it. You said Avengers 2.
Yeah.
You didn't say Infinity
You know
War.
what I mean.
Well, people won't know what you mean.
People know, unless it's your grandma. It's Avengers 2, wasn't that the one with the robot? Huh?
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the trailer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
We will.
Because, anyways.
Yeah. But interesting stuff. I went to an anime convention most recently, a couple weeks ago, which was fun. I went to Comic-Con earlier this year. I really go every year. But this year I went for the first time to Anime NYC, which was a really good time. I went with a couple of friends of mine. It was actually really dope. I expected it to be a much smaller convention, which it was, because it's hosted in the same place as Comic-Con, Jacob Javits Center, but they kind of split it in half because they don't have as many panels and as much media coverage. So, but it was still really cool. Really just go there for the cosplays and stuff. I don't really buy stuff on things like that, but people just go all in on the cosplays there, just the weaponry, the lights, the mechanics of it, just
Yeah, I saw your video. Some of the costumes or cosplay were impressive.
Be careful.
Yeah,
They don't like being
now.
called costumes, man. It's like furries. But anyway.
Yeah, but
it was,
some of them, well, the ones that you showed were very impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, there those people that go to these conventions, man, do cosplays. Some of them are really, really talented. It's crazy. And then you look at their followings, and they have 25,000 people, and that's what they're dedicated to is just cosplaying and going to different conventions. They'll travel. They'll go to Atlanta. They'll go to California. They'll go overseas. There's just an insane community.
I've never been to any kind of anime convention. Always wanted to, but then I'm like, I want to dress up, but then I'm like, I never know what I want to be. Like,
Have you ever been to like a convention period?
no.
Why not?
I
You
just
never
have been.
not really.
Nope.
I guess you haven't just found like you don't really want to go enough, or you like haven't found like the people to go with.
I don't know. I just like when like I've heard of like Otakon before when I was younger, and I always wanted to go, just never did. I guess also because I didn't have people to go with, or like knew anything really much about. And then with Comic-Con, always wanted to go. Always forgot about the tickets. But then I'm just like, but I really want to go and like dress up.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't ever know what to be.
I mean, just
and look authentic. You know.
Yeah, and just be your favorite comic book character. That's really it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna look authentic.
I mean, work at it. Gotta put in the work. Or you could have it custom made.
Right.
But I mean, it gets expensive.
But I mean, I want to look like the character.
Yeah, you could do that, but it's just gonna be.
A lot of the characters do not have my skin color.
I mean, there's a lot of people
Just
who
saying.
don't have the skin color of the characters, but they cosplay it anyway.
Right, you're right.
As long as the thing is,
I'll be somebody with like who has blue skin.
It honestly doesn't matter what color or gender you are. If you look really good in the costume, like if you either had it custom tailored to fit you or you made it yourself and you could tell that it was a lot of attention put in it, you'll definitely like meet a lot of people because people could see that, you know. And there's people who do like homemade costumes and like just put together like cardboard and then just color it, and it's just like kind of.
That's cute.
Yeah, I mean.
No, I have to say though, your cosplay outfits are impressive.
Thanks.
I feel like you do put time into. You don't make them, do you? Or.
Well, the one I went to for Anime NYC, a friend of mine did the molding for my mask. Like I actually like sat down and he put a whole molding on my head, in order to sculpt the mask. That was just the teeth, you know. The
Wait, so that was you in the picture?
That was me.
Guys, my mind is blown right now.
Who the hell you thought that was?
I didn't know that was you.
Who you thought that was?
I didn't know that was you. Like, at all.
It's funny. Yeah, that was me.
He looked pretty Asian in that picture.
I could pull it off, man.
I was
Casting
like, wow.
directors, what's up?
Please don't do it, casting directors. Hire real Asians. Thank you.
Yeah, that was me. I was cosplaying, and I was also.
Yo, that costume was so dope.
Oh, thank you, man. That was Grimjow from Bleach. Is one of the old like top animes. It's dead now. You know.
Familiar with the name.
Right. There was One Piece.
Sorry,
and
my mind is like really blown right now.
I can't believe who the hell you thought that was. You thought I took the picture?
I thought you took the
somebody?
picture. Yes.
That's funny. No.
I didn't know that was it.
Yeah, man. If you want to know what we're talking about, go to my Instagram, Ep.6. It's one of my latest pictures from the convention. My boy, Large A Photography, took the picture. I always try to go to him for pictures because he takes really good photos, as you can tell.
For real, they do.
He took my picture in Comic-Con. I did Jon Snow, and
he did that picture too.
Yeah, he does most of my pictures for conventions because he's always there, and like I just like bump into him. I'm just like, yo, what up, Mike? And he's just like, yo, you want a picture? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And but
These are really good photos, guys.
Yeah. No, he's really dope. But yeah, it was a fun ass convention. I really just wanted to get video. I always wanted to do a cosplay video. I always see people do it, like really dope ones, really dope compilations of different people's cosplays. I was only there one day, and I only had a couple hours to do it, so I was like running around like a madman, taking pictures, taking video, taking pictures, taking video. It was exhausting, because I saw a famous YouTuber do it, and I was like, fuck, I could do that.
And you did.
Yeah, and I did. And he did it too. He has like over like 500,000 followers.
Wow. Something that you don't have at the moment.
Not yet, but I'm getting there. I will get there.
That's why I said not at the moment.
At the moment. ATM. Ass to mouth. Sorry. But yeah. Did you do any Black Friday shopping? Cyber Monday?
Nope and nope.
No? Nothing interesting?
No, not at all.
No? Alright, we can skip that then.
Skip.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything.
Swipe left.
I did Black Friday shopping maybe once in my life.
I did it last year.
Yeah? Like you actually legit like went out, like all out?
I didn't go all out. I just went to like a store and bought like 3 things of clothing. That's it.
Gotcha.
I wasn't trying to fight people for anything. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'll just take this, take this, take this.
Yo, people are crazy, man.
Right?
People are fucking wild. Like, they literally trample people. Like,
At
going
least
into stores.
in the States, they trample people.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, I think in Canada, everyone, like, forms a nice line.
Oh, sorry.
About that. Oh, this is... You wanted this? Okay, you can take it.
No,
Sorry, you were here first. No, I insist.
I'll pay for it.
Oh, okay.
I'll pay for it. It's like, no. Yeah, that's so funny up there. Sorry. Yeah, but no, we're fucking animals out here.
Right.
People die on Black Friday. What if they ever made a movie about that? About Black Friday, like legit, like a full
horror film.
full feature-length horror film.
Black Friday.
Why isn't it White Friday? Why you gotta be racist?
Why gotta be black?
Yeah, why can't it be brown?
Like Black Christmas.
Yeah. Why was
You saw that movie, right? Black Christmas?
What was that with?
I don't know who was
Tim Allen?
No. It was a horror film.
What was it about? Was it a monster movie?
Like a killer kind of movie.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Called Black Christmas.
No, I never seen it, but I mean, yeah. So nothing with that. So acting gigs. Let's talk about our exciting recent ventures into the acting world, since that's the meat and potatoes of this wonderful Pink and Blue podcast.
Pink and Blue podcast. Oh, pink.
The colors.
Yellow. Pink and blue. Okay, anyway.
Earth. Fire. Heart.
Wind. Water. Cold planet.
With your powers.
Anyways.
I am.
How about you? What? You have anything exciting?
I literally just asked you the question.
I got to formulate my words. Anyway, okay, so it's not really an acting gig because I didn't book anything recently, but I did experience a casting for a reality show called The Real World. A friend of mine, or a friend of ours, Edwin, he invited me to tag along with him to the casting call because he got an email from them saying that he moved on to the next level. Bring 2 friends, but he brought me. So I was like, fine, I'll support and, go along through this process because I've done it before. The reality show is called The Real World. And I did see...
Is it the same Real World as, like, back in the day? Like in the 90s? Like
this casting was
like
going
Chappelle
back
show?
to, like, that original, like, Real World.
Is it a reboot of The Real World?
Yes and no, because they had, like I said, I went to the casting call for season, I think it was like 32.
Damn. 32 seasons.
32 or 33, I'm not really sure.
Shit, up there with The Simpsons and shit.
So I experienced everything like Edwin was going to experience. So I was like, fine, let me tag along, and it would be cool, I guess. It wasn't cool. It really wasn't. So what happened was, we had to fill out...
Let it out.
We had to fill out, when we got there, we had to fill out like a questionnaire thing.
Yeah.
With like maybe like 20 questions, like who we are, like our biggest secret, little personal questions. But we already filled out an application before, so, kind of being redundant. By the time we filled it out, we had to wait in a room in one of the dance studios at Ripley Greer Studios, that's on 36th Street and 8th Avenue. We had to wait in the room.
Very popular auditioning spot, by the way. For those of you that don't know Ripley Greer. Very popular spot. Anyway,
when we got there was so many people waiting. So many people waiting to get seen by these casting directors. And when I tell you, there was a lot of people in that one room and everybody was on each other's back. Everybody was supposed to form a line. Didn't form a line at all. I thought we were majority of us were like adults thinking that, they want to form a line, let's form a line. No, it was like literally a cattle call. I felt like I was in a room with a bunch of like cows that were in like one of their like fenced areas.
Right, they're like chewing on grass.
So,
Flatulence.
there I was like, okay, it is what it is. But then I started to get annoyed because there were a lot of people that wanted to be noticed, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So we had people just talking really loud and being, quote, ratchet. There was ratchet.
Lasers.
And then we had a girl who threw up in the corner.
Get the fuck, yeah?
Yeah. Because honestly, the
How?
room...
Was she lit?
I mean, I don't know, but the room itself was really hot, and with a bunch of people, there was body heat. And we were literally on top of each other.
There's probably a lot of people that smell it.
There was one person who smelled like burnt hair, and I just couldn't stand it, and they were like right next to me.
Oh, so you're in that cramped room and somebody throws up, and then what?
Right.
Do you guys evacuate the room, or you
No,
have to stay there?
we were still in the room.
Get out of there.
There was somebody with their dog. Like I said, there were loudmouth people. Apparently there were 2 fights that broke out.
Excuse me, I'm dying.
And when I tell you, like, there was, like, even though our room was filled, there were still more people outside, like, waiting.
Wow.
So, like, by the time, like, I was in the room for, like, 2 hours. It was hot. It was disgusting. Everybody was kind of rushing out of the other end of the door because, apparently they just thought, oh, I want to be seen. So everyone's, like, running out, pushing, punching. Like, not punching, but, like, literally pushing each other.
Yeah.
And it came to a point where I got by the door with Edwin. And then that's when the people who were running the room were like, oh, let's form a line. Like, they were really aggressive about it this time. So they were trying to get, like, a couple people in front of me, and, like, including myself and Edwin, to form a line at a certain area.
Yeah.
And then they kind of forgot about it. Like, it was really unorganized and really annoying. That to a point where I came out of character and started yelling. Because I was hot, I was annoyed, like, I felt like I was on the show already. I was like, fuck it. Like, I was trying to talk to them nicely, and then I started cursing.
The bull came out.
The bull came out.
The machismo Hispanic man.
Like, they started giving numbers to everybody. I was number 9, I believe. Yeah, number 9. And I would say I was number 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just a whole issue. By the time I got to the casting director, I was pissed off. My hands were shaking because I was just so angry. And I just didn't care. Like, I really didn't care.
No,
and it's not a one-on-one kind of thing either. Like, this round, you could say that we're at a table, and there's like 16 of us at one table, and the casting director goes around. He'll ask us questions. The questions he asked was, how old are you, if you have kids, and your relationship status. But when I tell you, like, luckily I wasn't one of the first people, but the stories that these individuals have were just so crazy. Like, there was one girl who was like, oh, well, I'm like 24 years old. I'm single, but I have 2 sugar daddies. I like to get what I want when I want it. And I'm single and I don't care. And I just started laughing.
Yeah, they're being mad extra.
I started laughing, rolling my eyes. And then her friend was right next to her saying, I don't have a sugar daddy, but I have friends who do. And, I don't judge them. Laughing again. But there was this one girl who was sitting right next to me that I wasn't sure whether to laugh or to feel sorry for her. Because her story was, when they got to the relationship question, she was like, it's complicated. And then, of course, the casting director asked why. She was like, well, I had a boyfriend who committed suicide. Right then, I was just like, oh, well, that sucks.
She won the game.
I was like, that really sucks,
Mm-hmm.
But then she was like, just to find out, like a year later, that he didn't commit suicide, that he faked it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you told me this.
But I was just like, how could you not know? Like, I would assume that...
How do you just find out? Yeah, he did.
Right, like,
actually, he did
a year
commit
later,
suicide.
it's like, did you have a long-distance relationship? I mean, I'm pretty sure that if that did happen, you would attend the funeral.
That's insane.
So I was like, is this story real or not? Like, it was just so bizarre. And then she started crying about how, you know, she was
Wait,
like
so
the
how
black sheep of her family.
How did she find out that he didn't? That he
He
wasn't
called
dead?
her. He called her saying, "Hello, I'm not dead." Like, I was just like, what?
Did he like?
It was just such a like.
What was
honestly,
the story
like,
on that? Like, I thought you were dead. He's like, nah, I just went to the store, came back. Like, what was the story on that?
I don't know, but like,
I really want to know his excuse.
I mean, she should go on to the next level for that story.
Did she not go to his funeral? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I would think that you would go to their funeral or something. Like, see them in the casket. I don't know.
that's
Like, that was some like soap opera shit.
no. We cremated him.
Like, and then she started crying about how she's like the black sheep of the black sheep of the family,
Mm.
and how her sister always gets what she wants and is like the prodigy. And I was just like, wow, your life is like so messed up. I think you really need this show.
Yo, for real. Bring her and bring that boyfriend back.
Right.
Bring him on the show.
It was just nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care if she get on the show or not.
She should be on the show, and they should like surprise, like bring him in the house, like one day, so she could be like,
But I think
"You alive again?"
they're not going to show it on MTV, I believe, like they normally
What,
do.
the
Timber
What, the
again.
show?
Yeah, they're not going to show it on MTV, but they're going to show it on Facebook TV.
Mm.
I guess Facebook has
Facebook TV.
Yeah.
They're really trying with that shit.
But I think they're doing like a friend kind of like season.
Mm.
So I don't know. But my experience.
Would you do it if you got it?
That's a good question. I think I would.
Like if they said like, "Hey,
Hey, we want you to
we
go to
loved you
Thailand.
in your audition. You were so anxious and upset and frustrated. You would play a great angry housemaid. How would you like to be on Real World season 93?"
Right.
What would you do? What would you say?
I feel. See, here's the thing. Like, I think about it, and I'm just like, you know what? I would want to do it, but the way reality shows like portray other individuals, it could really like hurt them and their future. So I'm like, do I really want to be a part of this?
Because I mean, that's kind of like pigeonholing yourself.
Right, and I don't want to I don't want to pigeonhole myself either.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's like either like become like
a reality star
like
or
Jersey
a film
Shore
star.
level, or you just become one of these like spin-offs where you're just kind of like forgotten.
I feel like
what was that new one, Alabama Shore? It's like, my banana smells like crawfish and they love it. Yeah. That's like the commercial.
reality shows aren't what they used to be. Like anymore. Like you won't get. I feel like you'll get like 15 minute, like your 15 minutes of fame, like after the shows. But other than that, you won't.
People are like trying too hard now, like to be like.
They really are though. Like,
that
I'm
person.
pretty sure. Me and Edwin were like the realest ones at the table. Because everybody else, they were like so dramatic. One girl was like, "I have a child." I forgot the name, but it was some made up name. She's like, I have a son, and that's why I want to do this, to be on TV for my son. I want my son to be like, yo, look, that's mama on TV.
Ew.
And I'm just like, really? And then I had a stripper in the back named Pinky. And I was just like, wow.
You have
like,
porn star named Pinky?
Possibly. I was just like, I want to go home. Like, being in that hot room for 2 hours and dealing with a bunch of shit, like,
Sounds stressful.
yeah, and imagine being on the show then.
Hell no. That's why when you told me.
I'll start throwing shit.
That's why when you asked me to do that shit, I was just like, no, thank you. I am not built for that because I would be like Ronnie times 2. Like I would just choke motherfuckers out.
See, no, we would make.
It's like, you can't kill him. You're killing him. Like the guy with the mic just drops it. Like,
Alex,
you're
stop.
killing him. You're killing him.
Alex, stop! Don't do it. Don't spray. Get bad. Nah, I couldn't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was an experience that I most likely won't do again.
That's really, it's good. You got the experience of it.
I mean, I did it, like I said, I did it before, but that experience was a whole different experience.
And you would do it. That's the other thing. Like, you would actually do it. Like,
yeah, I would do it if they, like, you know, advanced
that'd be interesting. I would watch that.
I think anybody would watch.
I would watch that.
I wouldn't even have to try.
Yeah. But
I just look at people like, you really gonna act like this right now?
But like with the things that they do to you, like they'll purposely like shut off the AC.
I heard, yeah.
During the summer and make you sweaty. Like I would love to.
They fine you if you do something wrong, or like they'll punish you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you can't go to the gym. I'm like, that's fine. I can't go to the gym. No, okay, cool. Or like, you won't be able to buy like dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Like I'll be.
I would love. Oh my god, I would love to see that because this guy, something's wrong. He lets it be known ASAP. Like he'll tell you right away.
Who?
You.
No.
Something's wrong, or like you don't like something, you let it be known. So I can imagine like if you're like sweating in the summer, it's like y'all motherfuckers better turn on the AC or I'm gonna go crazy.
I'm like, I'm hot.
Like your flip is like stuck to your face and shit.
My flip. My hair would just be like this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Sticking up.
All the girls are like all sweaty and like.
I'm like, girl, you stink.
They like bump into you and you're like, yo, take a fucking shower. And she's like, what the fuck you say? And then you're like, yo, come on.
That's the thing I don't like. That's what I don't think I like. That's the thing I don't like about the real world, or like any show that involves like roommates in a house.
Right.
That I like my showers to be private, but there's no privacy in those showers.
I'm sure that's a lot of people.
Everyone's like, oh, I gotta take a shower while someone films me taking a shower. Yeah. This is like softcore porn, you know.
Do they really do that? I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, they do. Well, they're not in the shower, but like they always have like this like strip where you can't really see them.
I don't think I've seen that in a show.
I have.
Oh.
And I just, I'm good.
Interesting.
The only thing they don't film is like you taking a shit.
Yeah.
That's a show in itself.
Right.
But I'm good.
I mean, that sounds like an interesting experience. I would definitely watch that, and I'm sure a lot of viewers would watch it too. If you were on it.
And plus it's on Facebook TV, so it's like, how many people are actually gonna watch it?
And the thing is, like, nobody really wants. Oh, whoops. Okay. Nobody really wants to see like real people on that show. Like they want to see like
really like
broken
people.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch like a fully functioning person. Like,
sorry, I'm fully functional people. Like I'm not broken.
Unless you need one of those, like one,
like the sane one.
Yeah, like I feel like with like Jersey Shore, like
Paulie,
like Paulie D. Like he's like the
cool
one.
Yeah, no, so is Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny too. Yeah, but he's always like starting drama with the girls. Huh?
Aren't they like close friends?
They are like best friends. But they're like, the girls are like always starting drama with him. Like with Paulie, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna just lay the pipe and then I'm gonna go over here. Hey, you got Paulie D. Hey, what's up? Look at my hair.
Right.
Look like a paleo cheese grater. Yeah.
But I mean, for those who want to audition for a reality show, it's an experience. I say go and do it if that's what you really want to do. For me, it wasn't.
I might have to do it just for the experience. Like it sounds like fun.
Do it for the experience,
I might
I feel like you could get casted.
I don't want to get casted. I just.
But what if you do?
I want to go through that.
Would you say no?
I would definitely say no. Absolutely. Unless the check was like.
Nah, they pay you I think weekly, but like not much, like much enough to like buy your own food and stuff like that.
Oh. Like how much you think? Like.
Probably $500 a week.
Get the fuck out of here! Hell no. Nah, boy, you gotta pay me G's.
I mean, I think that's after the show with like bookings and stuff like that.
Nah, I'm good.
I could see though. I could actually see you on a reality show and like if you were on the Real World and like doing the challenge and everything.
The challenge? What's the challenge?
It's like like the contestants are from like the Real World cast from like season like 1 to like now, and they all compete for money.
Okay, and what's the competition?
It's a bunch of like physical shit.
Oh.
I probably wouldn't be able to do.
Like,
but I would be out like the first week.
Like the Q-tip gladiator, like they hit each other with that giant Q-tip off a thing.
No, that's like if putting up for elimination. Yeah. Like they'll go into like an arena.
Right.
And like fight it out, and whoever like wrestles or stays or like it's actually you should watch like some clips.
Yeah, maybe the Coliseum with a bunch of meatballs.
I could see you doing it. You're strong enough.
Yeah. I don't want to be. I don't want to be pigeonholed.
You have a temper that you could just be like.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, man! Oh, yeah. And then you start a fight, and then you get kicked off.
Choke slam a hoe.
Right.
Couple, and a guy, 3.
You know, of course, there's like no TV, no music,
Well,
no anything.
the thing with, I just to do that stuff, I don't want to get pigeonholed, man. I don't want to be known as the person that like does reality shows. So
Right.
that's the only reason I
Oh my
wouldn't.
God, are you from Real World 56?
Yeah. Ugh. Nah, I don't want that, man.
I think also we're a little too old now
Uh,
to be casted.
no, I don't think so.
Well,
I don't
actually, a lot of people that were in the room with me, they were actually 30,
Probably
29, 28.
Yeah, probably around.
But like the older seasons, I'm not sure if they were looking for older people, but like in the older seasons, it was like 18 to like 24.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have different demographics for different shows,
Mm-hmm.
all dependent. I mean, I don't have any experience with that.
But like I said, guys, if you want to do it, go for it. If that's what your heart tells you to do,
you know,
just beware that. Just know that there's like millions of people auditioning. So just keep that in mind. Because literally, when I got out of that audition room, like from that room where I was in, there was a long line like around, like the corner, like down the studios and everything.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of people.
Wow.
I was shocked. And then when I went downstairs to leave, they turned away people.
I mean, you kind of have to eventually because
They're
there's
like,
probably
oh,
so
if you're
many
here for
people.
the Real World casting, sorry, but we're not taking any more people. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably so many people that they're just like, all right, this is getting ridiculous.
It was a lot more people than the season that I auditioned for.
Oh, I mean,
Because I think also
Maybe they
this
had
audition was
open.
It was open,
Oh, it
of
was
course, but they're also filming in Mexico, Thailand, and in the States. So there's like 3 different
Like
casts.
they're filming this show, or they're doing like Real World Thailand, Real World.
They're doing Real World whatever in the States, whatever. Real World
they just-
Thailand and
wow.
Real World Mexico. So I think they're
like they're going there, or they're casting like people in Mexico for their own show there.
that's a good question. I'm assuming that they're casting people here to go to Mexico or to go to Thailand as well.
Gotcha.
Because I said there's like 3 different casts, billions of possibilities.
Because that's possible too to like. Do
Also,
like,
I think the reasons on Facebook Live is for the viewers to interact as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Facebook videos are pretty big. Like honestly, I don't really watch them, but anytime I stumble across a video, like I see like 16 million views and people are commenting, and like if it's a live video, they could comment right then. We could do like a live show.
That would be a little nerve-wracking, like people watching me through Facebook and like, oh, we want you to.
It's the future of TV, man.
Yeah, do
Digital.
something. That's crazy.
You know, cable's gonna die out.
Right.
Cable's dying out. You know, we have YouTube. YouTube has its own TV. You know, YouTube, Netflix, Facebook, Instagram. Snapchat is dead. Rest in peace. So everything.
Is it? I still use it.
It's a dying brand, man. They need to just call it quits. I rarely see people putting up stories on Snapchat anymore.
You put stories on Snapchat, no?
Like once every couple weeks.
I never put stories on Snapchat. I always forget.
I used to like scroll through like just my list, and then it'll show a little circle where they have stories, and they used to be like every other day they would just be like people's stories. I just watch it, but now it's just a little Bitmoji. Like nobody's putting up stories. Like I'll just scroll through them like one person. I'm like, wow,
That's true.
this is dead. Dead as a doornail. Yeah. What I was gonna say was my experience with stuff like that. I don't have reality experience, but I did audition for this one movie with this guy. He's actually a pretty prominent guy, and I don't know if it's like the BET Network or VH1. I don't know, something like that. But he's a pretty big dude. I have him on Instagram somewhere. But he was doing a casting call for this feature film, and I went to like Midtown Manhattan to do the auditions, and I had no idea what I was going into, and it was just in like this remember in like the MTV top 20 music videos where it would have what's his name by the window, and they would like be by the window and like going crazy. It felt like
Carson Daly. What's his name?
Is that it? Carson Daly?
Carson Daly.
Yeah, he's doing the news now.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like that space. It was like the big window, and we were all seated like in a corner, and the dude just had the auditions there, like in like the middle of like this big office space, and he just wanted us to improvise just scenes. Like it was really weird. He's like, yeah, so I want you to just improvise something. You know, she's cheating on you. Go. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like I've never. That was probably the first experience I had with something like that, and I was like super, not really nervous, but I was like anxious. Like, okay, I guess I'll do something. And apparently he wanted the whole movie to be improv, which was like.
I know someone like that.
Which was like crazy to me. He's like, no, you know what? I want to just scrap the script, and I feel like it's just gonna flow better. Like when you have no lines and you guys are just like going off with the flow, and I was just like, okay. I mean that's kind of how you gonna do that for like an hour and a half.
That's what I say. Like I don't understand when people want to do a film and it's just all improv. Like then it's just
you have to be on like such a level of like talent and professionalism to do something like that. To just go take a set, go somewhere else. And first, I mean, you have to have an idea, like of the scene, something that like has to correlate with the previous scene, or like the story as a whole. Unless this is just gonna be like this big, stupid ass jumble of garbage. That's just different things going on in each scene. Where it's like, what is this? Or unless it's like a movie of just skits. That I don't know. Like I was just like, how is this gonna work? And it's weird. It's like still on IMDb, but I've never heard back from the dude. So yeah, it's like that movie's like somewhere in the cosmos still in pre-production. I don't know. And I mean that guy has like tons of followers. Like he has a bunch of work, but like you ever like met like directors that just like they want you and stuff, or like they cast you and stuff, and they have like a bunch of things going on, and then like nothing ever happens.
Yes.
It's just like I mean.
All the time.
I mean, I'm casted in 3 projects that have still not done anything. Like there's one that I have the script, and I read the lines for my character, and every time we're gonna shoot something, it's like, oh, there's been a delay, blah blah, and I still have the script, and it's just never gone over. It's been a year and a half.
Well, remember,
That's crazy.
Dated?
Yeah.
Never filmed anything for it.
I mean, he hasn't finished.
Yeah,
right?
But he hasn't let anyone know about anything.
Yeah.
All about the like rebranding, but then it's just like, oh.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Jaded is that I mean, he contacted me like over a year ago, and I didn't think anything was going to happen, but then he like.
He contacted you because you were my friend.
Yeah.
He liked your look.
I mean, that's how it goes in the acting community. You see somebody that like fits a profile that you're looking for, and then, it doesn't really have to do with anything. It's just kind of like, that's what I'm looking for.
I mean, like I still have the script, but like nothing.
Yeah.
I haven't done.
But I mean, he followed through. He filmed my scenes. So, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna film yours eventually. I think like he took a long time doing all those other ones. So I mean, we'll see. Hopefully. But yeah, that was reality shows. Blech. I need to catch up with Jersey Shore, by the way.
I haven't seen any.
Any of the new one?
Any of the new one, no.
Oh. Yeah,
Like I'm telling you, like reality show isn't what it used to be.
No, it's definitely not the same. But I mean, sometimes it's just fun.
Like everyone's like, oh, it's. I know it's not scripted.
No.
But it's scripted in a way that like the producers just kind of like toy with you, and
it's a
some of them actually tell you what to say.
It's a controlled environment.
Controlled, yeah.
Yeah, like they be like, all right, this is boring. Like do something, type of thing, and it's like, oh.
They're like, okay, we need someone out of the house.
Yeah.
Either this person or this person. You have to choose.
Yeah. It's too much, man. It sounds stressful. I'm getting anxious.
Mm-hmm. Like even like with American Idol or X Factor, like everyone has to remember it's, even though like it's talent based, it's also reality TV. It's a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a lot of people there just for television purposes. They're going to film stuff to make it interesting. Because I was actually watching a lot of videos from people who were on like these TV shows and hear about their experiences. And they always say it's a TV show. And the stuff that you don't see, like some of them, like the producers were like mean to them, and it was just really bizarre. Some of them are sleep deprived. Some of them cannot eat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucked up space, man.
So I wasn't really sure if I wanted to put myself in that environment.
Right. Yeah. Well, I look forward to your debut.
Right.
So, in other news, which is actually like scarily related to the podcast, was recently the creator of SpongeBob, Steven Hillenburg, passed away, which at this point is a couple weeks ago by the time you hear this, but it's just, especially after Stan Lee died, the creator of Marvel, or one of the creators of Marvel, and now the creator of one of our childhood treasures passes away. You know, even though he was only on for like 3 seasons and like one movie, but that was really all that mattered. It's still, SpongeBob is still going on, but it's really not the same. You know, the writing and everything. I say that it's like related to the podcast because I don't know if you remember when we were first coming up with titles of the podcast. We had like a bunch, like a whole
SpongeBob references.
Like the podcast was eerily close to being just a SpongeBob reference.
Yeah.
And we had like a whole bunch of. Let me see if I can pull up the list. We had like a bunch, like is podcasting an instrument, like shit like that. I'm about to like pull this up. Hold on. If I fucking get service somehow. But yeah, I just find it so funny that was like initially like the idea. Yeah, let's see. There's like a ton of SpongeBob references for like podcast names.
Like we literally was just like sitting and just referencing SpongeBob back and forth.
Yeah. We just spent like.
Because we figured that having a SpongeBob reference is like the way to go.
Yeah.
Because they're all so funny.
They really are, and everybody knows it. Everybody gets the reference. So.
I mean, if you don't know about SpongeBob, you know you've been living under a rock.
You're lame.
Or you were just born.
I mean, even if you were just born, like, you should know. Like, you should know pop culture. Like, by the time you're a fetus.
By the time you're a fetus.
You should be in the know, man. Come on. You should already be subscribed.
By the time you are conceived,
you should be
should know.
Subscribed to like Nicktoons and all that good stuff. Like, I'm gonna be showing my kids like my cartoons. I don't care.
Right? Like, what is this?
Like my movies, like the old Disney movies, like old shows. You know, like I'm gonna be showing them all that because I don't know. Some of the new shows are okay, but it's just not. It's not the same.
Not SpongeBob.
Definitely not SpongeBob. And some of like the Saturday morning cartoons, you know.
Right.
It's just my phone's about to die. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot.
I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You like podcasts, don't you? Shake that bubble butt.
Shake that bubble butt.
My friend's in there. That doesn't even make sense. Like our podcast title. My friend's in there.
My friend's in there.
I don't need it. Still no pickles. Davy Jones' locker. I'm ready. I want those boots. Who are you people? That would have been a good one.
Who are you people? That's one of my favorite episodes.
I got the ugly. Now I'm gonna starve. Afraid to look loneliness in the face. That smelly smell that smells smelly.
Anchovies.
That's the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Anchovies.
Anchovies.
Playing with a reef blower. Canned bread. Pop that bubble. Explosions, I mean erosions. Who you calling Pinhead? Your genius is showing. A floating shopping list. The best time to wear a striped sweater. The dirty bubble. I can't see my forehead. And plants for hire.
It's pants on fire, Patrick.
And don't touch me, I'm sterile. Yeah.
Those are actually all like a lot of good moments.
Those are like some of the best quotes in the whole damn show.
The hash singing, the hash ringing.
The hash ringing. The gas ringing. There was... I really like Doodle Ball episode.
The Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob. And Hoing Manoing. And the Hoing Manoing. Sort of make that noise sometimes. Manoing. Hoing Manoing. Doodle Bob. No. What other good episodes are there? I mean, the Band Geeks. Probably one of the best.
With the halftime show?
Yeah. The Sweet Victory.
Of course, that's one of the iconic episodes.
Exactly. That's definitely one of the best. You can't name a SpongeBob episode without naming that one.
If we have to go to like the older episodes, like when he ripped his pants.
Yeah.
Big old Larry start to put him down. SpongeBob turned into a clown. I don't remember the words.
Wow.
Something, learn to dance with a fool who went and ripped his pants. I know I shouldn't wonder and I shouldn't curse, but the pain feels so much worse.
He's doing air guitar.
Doing the air guitar. That was probably one of my favorite episodes.
Mm. It was a good one.
And then karate.
Karate.
That was probably one of the older ones too.
Didn't he chop the earth in half or something? Or he chopped was it Patrick's house?
Probably Patrick's house.
He chopping everything in half. The swift chop.
Then when they had the fry cook Olympics. That's probably one of the.
Is that the one where he was going against Patrick or Neptune?
Yeah. When he was going against Patrick.
Oh yeah. Well, my name's not Rick.
Pink, yellow.
He tickle his feet. Oh no! Super brolic and shit.
Right, and then all of a sudden, one's wearing pink underwear, the other one's wearing yellow. Pink, yellow. You really do care.
And that was it. I like that one. I really like the cook-off with Neptune. I don't know why.
Every time they have a Krabby Patty, I crave burgers afterwards.
I don't know why. I just like. You put the spatula from the grease. No, that was SpongeBob.
Oh, what was the?
We're going to Atlantis. We're going to Atlantis.
The pickle guy. He looked like a pickle, but he wasn't a pickle.
Pickle. Oh, Kevin.
Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi. You way back there. Hi, Kevin. Oh God. What was that about? Oh, it was the jellyfish.
Yeah, that's my jellyfish
king or something.
Yeah.
Right. The best catcher or something. I have to watch that again.
Let's have a SpongeBob marathon.
Yeah. I was thinking that, man. Just watch.
And of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do the pinky up still.
Hell yeah. I do that
I still
unintentionally. Just subconsciously, just do it.
Just pinky up to be fancy. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I remember back in the day when that came out, me and my friends would just scream at each other. You drink something and pinky off!
Right.
It's oh yeah. I'm so kids are so stupid. Okay. Whoops.
I'm fancy.
It really was, man. It's so iconic. Those episodes came out 15 years ago.
Right. So, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What SpongeBob character do you identify as?
Squidward.
Well, I guess everyone now who's.
Yeah. If you're a '90s baby, I think you're
You're Squidward now.
You're definitely Squidward. Yeah, I definitely see you as Patrick.
Good, because I was gonna say I identified myself as Patrick.
I bet.
With a little bit of SpongeBob.
Yeah, I was gonna say either or.
With a little bit of SpongeBob. Squidward on bad days.
I mean, I have my Patrick side sometimes when I feel goofy, but most of the time I'm Squidward, just shut up.
Yes, you are.
That grumpiness. That's just so cynical against the world.
But then you could say I'm Squidward when it comes to the arts.
What's that?
Remember the was it the episode where it was a talent show in the Krusty Krabs? And he was doing a dance, a ballet or something.
Mm.
And then it was just and then all of a sudden it got all techno, and he was just shaking his tentacles.
So you're saying you play the flute really bad?
I did play the flute really bad in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played the recorder.
But he didn't play the flute. He played the clarinet. Never played the clarinet though.
Yeah. Played the shit out of that recorder though.
Right. I think everyone
Fucking
did.
just blew everybody's ears out.
You just blow into it.
Is anybody actually good at the recorder?
Yeah.
Like bomb, like the fucking
Check YouTube.
the Jimi Hendrix.
People
of, like,
there's actually
recorders.
people who know how to play that thing.
Yeah, like they dedicate like their life. I feel like after like 4th grade, like you shouldn't be allowed to play that. And the triangle, like if you're a 35-year-old man playing the triangle, come on.
But if you're impressive playing the recorder,
unless you're pulling like Garth Brooks numbers.
I never knew how to play that. I just kept.
I mean, you just fucking blew your lungs out and just killed the teacher's eardrum.
Right. But I remember I played the piano in public school and I got an A for making a song. Cause she gave us lyrics.
Yeah.
And we had to create a tune.
Mm.
I knew nothing about music at the time. I
Yeah.
just was like, okay, just But she gave me an A. Like I was one of the best. One of the best in the class because I remember she wrote it on the board, and she played it for everybody because it just made sense.
If you have any clips of like really good recorders, like people playing the recorder, send it to the ICBIMC@gmail.com. Send it to our email because I really want to see that.
Right.
Like
I'll look for some.
Like superb recorder players. Recorders? Like,
Recorders?
What's
Recorderers?
What's the fucking the name of that? There's guitarists. What's it? Recorders?
I don't know. I feel like we're going off topic.
Yeah. I mean, we're still related to SpongeBob, right?
If we're gonna talk about,
it's all connected,
if
man.
we're gonna talk about the halftime show
in the cosmos of the universe, man, it's all interconnected. We're all one, man. It's one energy, man.
I'm about to throw something at you.
Don't do it, man.
I'm about to throw my crane at you.
If you do it, you'll feel it, man, because we're connected like brothers.
We are. Oh, we're brothers.
Oh, what the? It's not like you snap something in half.
Yep, that was your face.
It's impossible. Oh, my face is over here. And it's doing swell, thank you.
Anyways.
So yeah, man.
You like the halftime show? With
Gotta watch SpongeBob. Rest in peace, Steven Hillenburg. Thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you for my childhood.
I don't know where we would be without SpongeBob right now. Because it's still on right now, and it sucks.
We wouldn't be Pinky Up.
The new ones.
Pinky Up.
Pinky up for Steven. One last time. Yeah. So, let's talk about our last topic, which is the Marvel Universe. You know, last time we had bad news, which we were, again, talking about one of our favorite celebrities who passed away, Stan Lee. Well, now we can talk about the new Avengers trailer, the Avengers Endgame, which is part 2 to the Infinity War series that came out May of this year. I think the next one is going to come out May of next year, same time. You saw it, right?
I saw the trailer, yeah.
What I love about what Marvel does, and what I hate with a passion about fucking DC, I don't know what is wrong with them. Like, they're like that giddy friend who doesn't shut up and like can't keep a secret. They're just like, oh my god, I'm so excited to show you guys Aquaman. Here's a 10-minute trailer. And then Marvel's just like, guess what the fuck's gonna happen here? Just like a little sprinkle of like, there you go. Everybody's dead. But you know what? You're not gonna find out what's going on next. DC's just like, look at him in his suit.
Right?
It's like, right? Why are you showing everything?
He's wearing the original suit.
Well,
I was just like, okay, now I know. Now I know.
I want to see it in the fucking movie, man.
He should cut his hair too. Then he should cut his hair too and be a blonde.
Dude.
If that's what we're gonna do.
You watch one DC trailer, you essentially watch the whole damn movie.
Right. I agree.
I'm just like so disgusted. Like.
But actually, I really did like the Marvel trailer to.
Avengers?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
I liked it.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like that. That's what I was saying. Is that I like that they just like kind of like throw a lure at you and just kind of like reel you in, and they give you just enough to be like, all right, now you gotta wait until May.
And the people who think the Avengers trailer sucks could go sit down and kick rocks.
Who? Somebody said that they don't like it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they want to see? Like everybody like come back to
I
life?
don't know, but I feel like those people don't have any rights to say anything.
Or are they like not? Or are they like not in the arts or something? They're like random people who work at ShopRite. No disrespect.
Well, no, I feel like people who haven't reached that level yet shouldn't really be talking about this movie's crap or the trailer sucks. I'm like, please, you're gonna go see it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, just shut up and just enjoy it. And mind you, there's probably 2 other trailers after this one because they always have like 3.
Yeah, I mean, even I'm trying to think like a negative. Any negative to the trailer? Like, there's honestly only so much they could show and do because the ending of the first film was that. So if you haven't watched it by now, yeah, too bad.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Everybody died in the first film.
Not
so
everybody.
How much exactly can you show in the second film? I think they did it perfectly. They showed everybody being in sorrow, mourning. They didn't even show Thanos. They showed like...
No, they showed Thanos.
They showed a statue of like his armor. They didn't show him.
They didn't?
No, it was like in his likeness. I think it was like an idol, something like that, which I like because I feel like he's become like this idea of like a god to like maybe to certain people, or maybe he built it. I don't know. Maybe it's just his armor, but they didn't even show him because that's how powerful he's gotten. Like he's just beyond. Like we saw him in the first film. You don't even need to see him now. You're just showing everybody just.
And this is all in the trailer.
Yeah, in the post phase of the shit that went down in the first movie. I think it was perfect. And then you fucking see Hawkeye, which was
right?
like I was like, where have you been?
Right. He got a little chubby though. He got a little chubby.
Come on, I mean, all his friends died. Come on.
Right, he was just eating his feelings.
You should reserve the right to like kind of like have a few pints of ice cream after like all your friends like just dissipate in front of you. Well, he didn't see it.
When they showed him, I was like, oh, he got a little older.
I mean,
obviously, but it was just like, wow, okay, cool. This is
I didn't expect
the original Avengers.
Yeah, I didn't expect that though. Like to see him.
I did.
In the trailer.
I mean, I expected him to be in the movie.
Yeah.
So I guess to see him in the trailer, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about that character of his, but somebody told me that he plays a character Ronin, who's like kind of like a ninja, like an assassin type of. I guess he just kind of switched roles.
Because you see like who got like disintegrated and who didn't, and he was definitely one of the characters who didn't.
Yeah.
So it's like I expect him to see, and I also expect to see Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. Who's Miss Marvel? Someone's Miss Marvel, right?
No. Isn't that like Miss Universe? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I feel like
What's Miss Marvel?
It's Miss Marvel.
Venezuela?
Captain Marvel.
Who are you talking about?
I've been saying Miss Marvel this whole time, even though it's been Captain Marvel in front of my face.
Nobody's corrected you. That's fucked
No
up.
one's corrected me.
That's like
I guess everyone knew what I was talking about.
Having like a booger that nobody tells you about until you see it later. It's like Captain Marvel, assholes.
I was like, how long have I had this booger just hanging? Oh, for a week now.
Yeah. But yeah, and they showed that I think Shuri is dead. I don't know if you saw in the trailer. They showed like people that are missing.
Mm-hmm.
Where Bruce Banner is like looking at like images.
Yes.
And not Hank Pym, Scott Lang is he's missing, even though he's there later. It shows Shuri like missing also, so I guess she's one of the ones that died. So that's like a thing that like people didn't really know. She's a cool character, and but yeah, and then they still had like their little like punchline at the end that they always do, like yeah, it's like sad, but here's a little quip, like real quick.
I'm excited to see that.
I think I am too. Which brings us to another topic, which is they actually just announced that. Excuse me. They just announced that there will be casting and creating for the Marvel's first Asian superhero film.
Congratulations to them.
It's called Shang-Chi. And honestly, I didn't know much about it myself, so I had to look it up. Essentially, he's like a kung fu master. He's the son of Fu Manchu, who's a villain in the universe. Other than that, I don't really know much about it. I think it's great that now we have more representation. I guess
the Asian culture.
Yeah, in not only superheroes films itself, but I guess just movies itself, even though it's still like in like a stereotypical fashion of like martial arts,
Yeah.
rather than, you know.
But I feel they
otherwise.
are getting represented, which has been a long time for them.
Yeah.
So I mean, it started with I guess Crazy Rich Asians, which I saw recently, and it's a really good movie. So
Yeah.
I was very very happy to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess this would be really good for them too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Because instead of casting someone who is white to play an Asian character, they're actually going for the authenticity.
Yeah, that is definitely like a habit that's got to stop. Like, there's so many talented Asian entertainers that's like, why are you having Scarlett Johansson play a Japanese woman? Like,
sometimes it's the name,
I guess, but I mean, there's still big. I mean, I don't what Lucy Liu. I don't know a lot of like big Asian women.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
entertainers.
It's for them, like it's the name. If they attach a name to a movie, people are gonna go see it. But that's why there needs to be more Asian representation. That way, we can know like the good Asian, or the good Asian actors that are out there. That we could be, oh, you know what, this person was really good. I'm gonna go see it.
The thing is, there is representation for the Asian entertainment community, especially with a movie like Ghost in the Shell, which is a Japanese anime adapted into American cinema. Like, nobody's gonna watch it regardless if they don't know what anime is or what it's about. So you might as well cast it as a Japanese woman and cater to the audience that cares about it. Because it was just backlash for that film. Like, nobody wanted her to play it. Because they were like, excuse me, like, that's my favorite anime of all time. Like, why are you casting this fucking, the Black Widow?
You would say Black Panther.
I was like, Black Panther. You casting Black Widow as a Japanese woman. Like, no. Like, that's, a lot of people, like, are
no, definitely
really...
A lot of people were giving it hell.
If you weren't going to watch, if you, like, had no idea what Ghost in the Shell was, you weren't going to watch it anyway. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like...
Or unless if you didn't know what Ghost in the Shell was, but you saw Scarlett Johansson, it was like, oh, I'm going to go see it anyway.
They'd probably still hate it. Honestly. Like, I feel like that's just a big dupe. You know?
But congratulations on the Marvel show.
Yeah. No, it's great. What's great about that stuff is that other ethnic backgrounds are getting a lot of representation, which is great. You know, we have... in the example of the superhero community, Nick Fury. Mm-hmm. We have Idris Elba. I always forget like his character's name in Thor, the Guardian.
Me too. It's okay.
So thankfully, there's been a variety of like ethnic backgrounds in the superhero films. Mm-hmm. Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Mackie, Samuel Jackson, Idris Elba, Michael B. Jordan, and I think that's it for that. I think. Asian in the film is just one. I think it's just the girl who plays Mantis.
Yeah.
Right? You know her name?
No, I don't.
Oh. I think in that terms, that's it. In terms of, like, Hispanic people, the only person I could think of is Zoe Saldana, who's, I believe, is Puerto Rican Dominican. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes.
Which brings me to the topic of more ethnic diversity in these films. And I think just in film in general, it's great that they're creating Shang-Chi, which is an Asian-led superhero film. And, like, we had Crazy Rich Asians. We had there's another film that came out recently. Searching. That was really good. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't see it.
Oh, my God. It's so good. Which is more like a single man-led film. Mm-hmm. With what's his name? But it was awesome. That was a really fucking good movie. One of the best thrillers I've ever seen.
He deserves it, honestly.
One of the best thrillers I've ever seen. It's just phenomenal.
Like he was searching for his daughter?
Yeah. Searching for his daughter, and it was all done through, like, webcam.
Oh, and then you also had The Foreigner.
The Foreigner, yeah, Jackie Chan. But, I mean, but what I really want to get at here is that, me and Jamie both Puerto Ricans, we definitely represent the Latino community. And we want to show love to every single community that we have. And any type of diversity in entertainment or film is great, And, I mean, I don't even think there's, like, podcasts like this that are both actors, that are both Latino, that are both talking about their experiences in the industry,
Right.
in the indie industry, that for that matter. And I feel like there's not enough. It's in the same aspect of the Asian community entertainment because they have Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Lucy Liu. I'm not really well versed in that, in the identifying them. But when the Latino community, you have the same old like Antonio Banderas, George Lopez, you have Jennifer Lopez, Zoe Saldana, who I love. Who else is there? You have John Leguizamo, who's the man also. He's doing a lot lately. Javier Bardem. But what I'm trying to get at is there's no...
Who did we say the actor that could play me in a film?
Luis Guzman?
No, not him. But we do have him.
Luis Guzman, I love Luis Guzman. Who can play you? Oh, Michael Pena.
Yeah, him.
Michael Pena is the man too, and he's kind of in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And also the guy that he was in Hostel. I think he's in a new TV show. He was also in Suicide Squad.
The last few Latina-led films I could think of is like that stupid How to Be a Latin Lover movie.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either because I found it super disrespectful. It's like super stereotypical. It's like a black person starring like how to play basketball, like something like that. Like it's like, okay, I mean, Spanish people are supposed to be like these exotic lovers who just like passionately just take you away from your boring husband or something like that.
Also, like, and I guess in like the superhero films, like it's always like the Spanish people or like, of course, like Spanish or African American who play the gangster roles.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's crazy how we still haven't gotten out of that pigeonhole. Mm-hmm. So there's that movie. There's that movie, is it Colombiana with Zoe Saldana?
Yeah, but that's her.
It's her. I mean, but it's still, she's leading the film.
But that's still, I mean, it was a great movie. But like,
yeah.
she's leading the film. Yeah.
That was years ago.
Right.
It was years ago. And it's like, I've rarely seen like up-and-comers actually. That's why I name these names because they're they're older in the game. Mm-hmm. There's like not a lot of prospects in terms of like
at least that we're aware of.
The community, at least that we're aware of. Yeah, the only people I could is very like Gina Rodriguez, mm-hmm. The dude that plays in 13 Reasons. I forgot his name. Yeah. Tony, the Spanish kid who's like the mysterious dude that knows how Hannah died and stuff like that. And then we have our fearless leader, Lin-Manuel Miranda, who's like...
Well, I'm really proud of him, actually.
I mean, I think we all are.
No, of course. Like, he just got his star on the Walk of Fame.
You told me that. Well, I was like astounded. I couldn't believe it.
That's definitely a big step. And
yeah.
I really hope he uses that, like, and, invites actors like us, like, in that doorway,
I really, especially with the In the Heights movie, like, I hope
which I'm still waiting to hear from.
Which Jamie's still waiting to hear from, but I really just want him to cast no-name people. Like, I want him to give people opportunities that otherwise, oh my God, my eyes look crazy.
I mean, that's why the nationwide search happened.
Right,
so he could give people like us opportunities. Of course, he's not going to cast, like, everyone, like, who they don't know. Like, he's going to cast people with,
right.
a high rank.
I mean, they already have, like, Rita Moreno, who's a very established Puerto Rican actress. They have the Anthony, what's his name?
Anthony Ramos, who's is
in
also...
Hamilton.
He was in Hamilton, who's also, up and becoming.
Mm-hmm. But just the fact that he has a nationwide search for this...
For those who are Latino.
Critically acclaimed, award-winning Broadway show, mm-hmm. touring at that matter, for all Latino cast is just who, like... I feel like, I mean, certain other directors, like Spike Lee does it, like he does like open casting calls like nationwide. But I think like...
This is a big stepping stone for us.
It is a big stepping stone, and it's a step in the right direction because a lot of entertainers and actors that are already there, they act like they want to be open to more representation, mm-hmm. and like more of open, diverse a community in the entertainment industry, but they're really not. It's just like a farce. But I feel like he's doing the right thing by doing something like this, like getting like the little people that might have never been seen, that have a dream, and maybe giving them a shot. Who knows? I'm super appreciative that that he's doing it, and that Marvel's doing the first Asian-led superhero film. I don't want to sound hateful at all. I don't want to sound oppressive, because I'm very proud of how far we've come in the terms of diversity and ethnicities and castings, everything like that.
Right.
However, it can't just be Lin-Manuel Miranda being the leader of everybody.
Right.
Especially in America, when we have a melting pot of so many different cultures, there has to be more leaders. There has to be more of us, more upcomers. More people more actors with potential, more creators with potential. There's me, there's you, there's all of the friends we have that are Latinos, Latinas, light skin, dark skin, middle skin, everything like that. And that's why I have stuff like this, like the podcast, led by two Latino men, two leading men.
And I have to say real quick that we should definitely have more Afro-Latino representation as well.
You need to have more of everything, I feel responsible in order to kind of lead a movement. And that's why, we both do this podcast, but that's why I wanted to start this. And I wanted to start my group of the visionaries. I just wanted to start more things that involve and just give more people the opportunity of our culture, all cultures together. But I feel like there's so many Latinos, Latinas that are younger and want to do what we do, but are afraid to, because they're not the same complexion. They're not the same. They don't look the same. They don't have the same. They didn't grow up the same. They didn't have the same childhood. They can't identify with what they see.
Right. There's
so many kids that see like Thor. They see like the Keanu Reeves or somebody, and they're like, wow, he's such a badass. Like, I want to be just like him. And there was kids. I mean, I was like that as a kid. But if my dad would say like, that's a Puerto Rican man. He's Puerto Rican. He's just like you. He grew up in the Bronx. He grew up with nothing, just like me. And now I'm giving you something better. You can't really identify like that with Captain America. You can't identify that with more American icons. We can, but to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And we don't feel like that level of, I guess, motivation, or that level of looking up to someone as we would, like young people have with Lin-Manuel, who's kind of leading this new era of things. And all I'm saying is that we also deserve a shot. I think we've been waiting in line along, with everybody else.
I think now, like Hollywood, they need a new group of people.
Yeah.
We mean, we grew up with the people that are there now, but now a new wave needs to happen.
Yeah.
A new wave.
New wave, man. And I mean, I think it's happening.
It's happening. Not fast enough, but it's happening.
Not fast enough, but it's happening. But I mean, you have to take a look at the evolution now.
Right.
We have these Ryan Coogler directed films, these Apollo Creed, Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, Idris Elba led films, which is fucking phenomenal. And we get a different spice, a different culture, a different ethnicity, different faces, and a different outlook on life and perspectives on life itself. But we're also still waiting for our turn, it feels like.
You're right.
And I think we just need to be able to mesh it more in there, to have it all together, and everybody gets a shot. Because it still feels like wait your turn, not like come, be a part of it. It's not like a unified movement. It's just
that's
wait.
That's how I felt with the nationwide search for the Heights. Like, oh, come.
Yeah.
Sure, not like, oh, well, maybe.
Yeah. It still feels like wait your turn. Like it's like you're a little kid and you're passing over the controller. And it's like, when is it gonna be my turn? It's like we're still making still making all this stuff.
Understood.
You Hispanics wait. Yeah. And it's even worse that we have a president who's so ignorant that he doesn't care about the people in our country struggling and mixes us all together and thinks tacos are the best cuisine we have to offer. It's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. But yeah, man, you have something to say?
Nope.
Oh, you look very antsy.
I'm cold.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope on that note it leaves everybody in higher spirits, because it's not a note of hopelessness. It's a hope. It's a note of hope that we want more, and we don't want to stay as a supporting. We don't want to stay on the sidelines as the gangster. We don't want to stay as like the extra in the hood. You know,
Right.
we want to be the leading men. We want to create stuff. We want to create things that relate to us and our people and can relate to everybody. And I think we deserve that shot, and I think it's coming. And it's happening right now with this podcast. I
Yes,
can't release
sir.
more content. Episode 6. 6.
No.
What?
Not 666.
6. Oh, shit. 6666. Okay. Better? El Diablo.
Just 1 6.
El Diablo. Suicide Squad.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Jay Hernandez.
Shout out to you. You probably never hear this.
Probably not, but hey.
Hopefully we'll see you guys before the new year or before Christmas. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Definitely before the new year. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see how.
We'll see what happens. I'm gonna be away
See how.
for
Are you?
Christmas. Yes.
Oh, okay.
For like a good week and a half.
Oh, that's right. You told me. Okay, so I mean you'll be away, so I don't. We'll see what.
We'll see what happens.
All this holiday stuff is very hard for scheduling the podcast. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
But you know, because we had Thanksgiving, we had Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. So many things going on. So, but after the new year, I definitely want to plan on having some guests on, which should be exciting.
New year, new podcast. Same podcast,
No.
just
New year,
New format.
new guests.
new guests.
New year, new hosts.
New year, new me.
Well, no.
New year, new
Everybody
me.
says that shit. But anyway, if you have any questions or you want to do any requests, please email the podcast at icbimc@gmail.com and send me those fucking recorder videos. I'm serious about that. I want to watch those. Follow us on Instagram at ICBIMC. Also on Twitter, on the Facebook as well. And if you want to follow the YouTube for the podcast, it's the NYC Visionaries on YouTube, where we'll be having more videos coming. My personal social media, AP Suave on Instagram, AP Suave on Facebook, and Twitter and YouTube, AP Suaves.
For me, Instagram, Jamie.Pinheiro. Twitter, I am Jamie Pinheiro. Facebook, you don't have to follow me. It's all good.
The JJ?
No, it's actually I don't remember.
Oh,
So
I feel like you mentioned it a couple times. I keep forgetting. I need to just follow that page. I want to see what's the last thing you put. Like,
it's Jamie Pinheiro search. It's there, but I don't use that page.
is it like a Kevin Hart type comment?
No.
Like back in the day?
No, I haven't used it in a while. But anywho,
Yeah.
guys, thanks for listening.
You.
And I guess we're out of here, right? Do you want to be? No, because we love you guys. Yes.
We out, bitch.
I guess we're out.
Episode 6.